Hey y'all, if you're new here, welcome to the channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today on Briar, it is February 28th, so we're back for another month-end update of my progress in completing Animal Crossing New Horizons in 2025. As a refresher, or if this journey is new for you, I've created several goals of what I consider to be completing Animal Crossing, and I am trying to complete the game this calendar year. My goals include completing the museum, completing all Nook Mile achievements that are possible to complete in 1 year, collecting, cooking, and crafting all DIY recipes, collecting all reactions, KK albums, and gyroids, having a fully decorated island, and only my dreamies living on the island, which are Rosie, Sally, Deirdre, Pecan, Bee, Bones, Rudy, Weber, Lopez, and Fang. So what have I been doing to finish all of these goals? Well, I thought we could start off with a living day in the life Animal Crossing vlog edition. And I'll take you guys along with me of my day-to-day activities on Briar. Hi, hello. So it is February 25th today, and I wanted to take y'all along with what I typically do on a normal day in Briar. So I have all of my dailies listed up on the screen. Sometimes I will also do some fishing or butt catching, but I kept just the ones that I actually complete each day I play as an example. So I start out by running around the island until I finally find the message bottle on the beach. Okay, finally found it. And it is the Mossy Garden Rock recipe. So I'll go ahead and learn that one. And then in order to make it easier for me to track what I have and haven't crafted yet, whenever I learn a new DIY, I favorite it, so all my uncrafted recipes are organized. Then I'll go run around and find which of my villagers is crafting. So today it was Nate. And he's giving us the recipe for the matryoshka. So I went ahead and learned that recipe as well. Afterwards, I headed over to Resident Services, so that way I can get my daily Nook Miles and also to check the KK album of the day. And today the album is KK Love Song. So at this point, I'll check my tracker, see if I've already bought this or not, and I haven't, so I go ahead and order that album. Since I'm already in here, then I go ahead and check the recycling bin. Nothing really good today though. Then I headed outside to do some group stretching. After getting a good workout in, I ran around the island and collected all of the crops I had growing, then went to go see Timmy and Tommy and get those sold. I also decided to pick up this table while I was here because I thought it was cute and I'm pretty sure I don't already have it. Then I set out to start watering all of the flowers I have planted for hybrid growing. I then ran around the island collecting all of the buried fossils and talked to all of my villagers as well. Next up on the list was to hit all of the rocks. I'm going to need a lot of gold for crafting, so I'm really trying to remember to do this every day. And also, the money rock is just helpful to have. After hitting all 6 rocks, I got started shaking all of the trees on the island. Don't worry, I cut a lot of this footage out because nobody wants to watch me shake trees for 20 minutes. Then, after I've gone around shaking all of the trees, I also go back and cut wood from each of them as well. Then, after all of that material collecting, I got started on any DIYs I had that could be crafted. I did have a couple of location changes here, just as I'm picking up materials that I have scattered all over the island, so enjoy the scenery. Up next on the list is a cabin tour, where I go to deforest and destroy land. But first, a little serenade from Cap'n. While on the island, I picked up all of the weeds, hit all the rocks, and got wood from all of the trees that were there. And generally just anything that could be removed from the island, I removed. After all that traveling, I decided it was time to relax with a cup of coffee at Brewster's. And then lastly, to the end of the day, I went and wrote a letter to Sally, since she is the only permanent villager currently on the island. And I really wanted to take the time to think through this letter and decided to write her something that was truly from the heart. And I came up with this masterpiece. I think she'll love it. And that calls it on my daily activities. So, Now, how does that all translate into progress? Well, I'll show you. During the month, I caught and donated a red king crab, a sea pig, and a pond smelt. So as you can see, I have quite a few fossils that I found this month. So I am going to get these all assessed by Blathers, and then I will see y'all on the other side and let you know if any of them were new. Out of 87 fossils, I got 3 new ones, so at least it was something. I got a stegotail, Deinoni tail, and a Megacero skull. And while we're still in the museum, I also got a couple of new art pieces. So up first, got the ancient statue, the tremendous statue, the glowing painting, and the academic painting. Now let's do a pulse check on the Nook Mile achievements that I got this month. So I got to 60 different types of fish caught. I have now dived for 250 creatures, reached 20 pieces of furniture and that I refurbished. I've officially chopped 2,000 pieces of wood. I have assessed 328 fossils, completed the flower tender achievement. I have sold a lot of fruit. I also traded with a friend from Reddit, so I got an orange and an apple to round this achievement out. Planted a lot of bushes and harvested a lot of produce. I also got another house upgrade, so we're at 6 out of 7 upgrades there. And I shoved a lot of furniture into that new upgraded house. I also reached the point where you can finally remodel the house, so I also did that while I was at it. And I got a lot of reactions this month as well, so finished that achievement up. Did some good Nook shopping and have spent 500,000 bells on the island now. I did buy a fake piece of art from Red to give to Blathers to check off this achievement. And finally managed to make some perfect snowmen. So I didn't manage to finish this achievement up, so we'll have to really prioritize this when it starts snowing again in December. I bought some art from Red to knock off part of that achievement and went on some cabin tours. Drank lots of coffee and got a good workout in. Then lastly, like I mentioned, did some island visiting to get oranges and apples this month. So pretty productive month on the Nook Mile achievement. So like I previously mentioned, I did get a lot of reactions this month, though most of them honestly were from either the Viva Festivale reaction set, which you can buy from Timmy and Tommy, or from the new reactions notebook, which I bought from the Nook Stop. But I also did get at least 7 or so that were from villagers. And then also knocked off several from the KK Slider albums. I also collected 9 gyroids this month. Then as far as fully decorated island updates, I didn't do too much this month just because it was mostly still snow for the majority of February, but I did clear this portion of the third cliff up here and moved all my hybrids. So those are coming along and a little more concentrated of an area. Still no green mums or purple hyacinths, but I do have a couple of the rarer hybrids coming in. Also, last episode, pretty sure I was saying that there weren't any one tile pieces of this path made yet. That was a complete lie, so I did end up checking and the creator did make one tile paths. So I fully updated this little circle around the pond, connecting all of the mapping, and put just a couple little decorations here for now. It's not fully done yet, but at least the path connects now. And then last update from a decorating stance is I did start putting down some pathing here for a neighborhood setup. So all I've done really is lay the path and then just finished moving the houses. But I think during March, this area right here is going to be a goal to finish decorating. Okay, chart update time. So as a refresher, here was my status on each of my goals as of the beginning of February. And here is how all of that progress translated. All in all, I feel pretty good about the progress that I made this month. Everything at least improved a little bit other than the villagers, but I have plenty of time left to figure that out. I made lots of progress with reactions, gyroids, and DIY recipes especially, which feels good. I'm also officially one fossil away from completing that portion of the museum. And that's a wrap on February. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the March update. Bye!